Good evening. My name is Dave Galla, and I want to welcome you all to the 2021 Town of Trumbull elected officials swearing-in ceremony. I feel so fortunate to be with you again as your Master of Ceremonies. To begin this evening, I will ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you could all remain standing. I'd now like to welcome up the Trumbull High School Chamber Singers under the direction of Chris Wasko to perform the National Anthem.
Present. Arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order. Ready. Face. Forward. March. Ready. Face. Pose. Pose. Ready. Face. Forward. Up.
If we could all please remain standing, I'd now like to invite Deacon Tim Bolton of St. Vincent's Medical Center for our invocation.
We hear from the letter of Hebrews chapter 6, verse 16. Human beings swear by someone greater than themselves. For them, an oath serves as a guarantee and puts an end to all argument. Let us pray. Gracious God, we pause at the beginning of this ceremony to invoke your blessing upon all those swearing an oath of solemn service to our beloved town of Trumbull. May they always be true to themselves, their values, their principles, and all they have pledged to serve during this past election. May their terms be typified by words that we all hold dear, words like patience, courage, civility, honesty, forbearance, and loyalty, and always work for the good of the citizens of Trumbull, Connecticut. Bless them as they take their oaths of office. With their words come a public trust. So we pray that you would confirm in them a commitment to what is true, what is right, and what is fair. Endow them with both wisdom and humility. Inspire them to lead all citizens in a renewed time of mutual respect, which forms civic life and discourse. In your wisdom, you have gathered families to form communities that have combined and make us a strong nation. We are thankful for the people of this community. We are grateful for Vicki and all those individuals who have come forward to serve. May their example inspire us and fill us all with a renewed commitment to the work for the common good of all. Deliver us from the political pessimism that so afflicts our age. Keep us attuned to the highest standards of public service. Grant us the vision to work for goals and purposes larger than ourselves, and give us the energy and zeal to carry this vision forward to pass along to future generations. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, for you have called us all to promote the common good. Amen.
Please be seated. I'd like to thank the Trumbull High School Golden Eagle Marching Band, under the direction of Josh Murphy, for leading us in tonight. I'd also like to recognize the following first responders and town employees in attendance: the Trumbull Police, Fire, and Emergency Medical Services Honor Guards, Trumbull Police Chief Mike Lombardo, Volunteer Fire Chiefs from Long Hill, Chief Rouso, from Trumbull Center, Chief Gregory, from Emergency Medical Services, Chief Goodman, and our Fire Marshal, Megan Murphy. I also want to thank all of the volunteers, specifically the high school volunteers, who have helped make this event a success. This is an important ceremony for all of us here and for our hometown. I would like to thank some important people who represent our town at the state level and beyond who have joined us tonight. Senator Marilyn Moore. State Representative Laura Devlin. And State Representative Ben McGordy. And with us tonight are three of Trumbull's former First Selectmen: Ray Baldwin, Paul Timpanelli, and Dave Wilson. Thank you all for your service to this town and for being with us this evening. So the last time we were here in this very room was December 3rd, 2019. We were all anxious to see what the next 2 years would bring. There was no talk of COVID-19. No one in the crowd was wearing a face mask. We had not considered remote schooling or making appointments for testing or vaccinations. Phrases such as social distancing and contact tracing were not in our daily vocabulary. On this stage were just a group of people who were looking to do what they thought was best for their town. They didn't know that only 10 short weeks following their taking the oath of office, they, along with countless others, would be forced to lead their community through a global pandemic, and lead they did. First Selectman Vicki Tesoro showed true leadership by making the safety of Trumbull residents her highest priority. Since March 2019, Trumbull continues to be a pace setter in the COVID-19 response. This has been made possible through weekly testing, which has been made available to local residents, and over 11,000 vaccines, which were administered through clinics in town. Vicki was in constant communication with residents and worked tirelessly with all town departments to ensure continued and consistent services. A special thank you to Lucy Bango and the Trumbull Health Department for all of your tremendous efforts. In addition to the Health Department, a special thanks needs to go to our first responders for all they've done to keep us safe, and for our teachers for their dedication to our children during an exceptionally challenging time. You are all greatly appreciated and deserve a big round of applause. As the husband of a teacher, I have seen the effort that my wife Tracy has given over the past now 3 school years, and the flexibility and resiliency that she and my 2 sons, Cole and Sean, demonstrate academically. I am so proud of them every day. Although a great deal of attention was required for COVID, the town's economic development also remained priority. During the pandemic, hundreds of communications kept public informed of restrictions, reopening guidance, and recovery support for residents and businesses. During this time, 20 new businesses physically located to Trumbull, including 3 national corporations. Construction projects continued on schedule, and most Trumbull businesses survived and are now reopened. Extensive public improvements have been made or are currently underway. Thank you to Rena Bacalar and her economic development team for their continued efforts. Despite the many challenges we've faced throughout the pandemic, several things have remained constant. A focus on stable taxes throughout the town, a focus on education and the town's youth. Trumbull continues to be a place where people want to live and raise their families, and I am proud to call Trumbull home and look forward to the years to come. I'd like to move now to the installation of our elected officials. So I'd like to invite the Honorable Barbara Brazo-Massaro up to the podium to administer the oath of office to all the members of the Town Council.
Thank you. Do you mind if I do it? I don't like having my back to the... May I pick it up? Thank you. Just if you pull it out for me. Are you going to call each of the members of the Town Council? Would you like me to do that? Why don't you? Would you like to call them? And then I'll give them the office. Would you like to call their names? No. Okay.
No, you're doing it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please excuse my back, but I am going to look at the council members who I am going to swear in now into their new office for the next 2 years. So I would ask that those who have been elected to the office of Town Council, please stand now. And since I am not going to call your names individually, I would ask that when you respond to the oath, that you please, let's first start with your name, and I will ask I, and then you will provide your name, and then I will give you the oath that you can swear to. All right? So I would ask that you all raise your right hands. I'm doing it like I do in court, so please excuse me. All right. And I'm going to begin. I. And your names, please. Thank you. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as I remain a citizen thereof, and that I will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the office of Town Council for the term of December 6, 2021, extending to December 4, 2023, to the best of my ability, so help me God. And now you may answer in the affirmative. Yes? Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. I would now like to invite Sujata Gadkar-Wilcox to administer the oath of office to the Board of Education members.
Thank you. Thank you, and good evening, everyone. So I'm going to ask the Board of Education members that are serving 4-year terms to please rise. And maybe I'll ask also for you to repeat after me, and I'll say it in the from your perspective. So include your name as well in here as you speak. I solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. You can repeat after me. The Constitution of the State of Connecticut. and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as I remain a citizen thereof, and that I will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the office of Board of Education for the term of December 6th, 2021, extending to December 1st, 2025. Okay. To the best of your ability, to the best of my ability, so help me God. And you can just reply in the affirmative. I do. Thank you. Great. Thank you very much. And then we have the 2 years.
Oh, you got another one.
We have one more. Sorry, one more round. Okay. I'm going to make it easier. I'm going to repeat the entire thing, and then you just answer in the affirmative. Let's do it that way. Okay. So can I have the members of the Board of Education serving 2-year terms? Will you please rise? Okay. I will read the whole thing, and then please just repeat in the affirmative that you agree to solemnly swear. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to the law, the duties of the Office of Board of Education for the term of December 6th, 2021 to December 4th, 2023, to the best of your ability, so help you God? Thank you. There we go.
All right, we got it. You got that, Audrey? You got that? All right. I'd now like to call up Audrey Felsen, who would administer the oath of office to the Board of Finance and Zoning Board of Appeals.
Good afternoon. I guess you're getting my back as well, excuse me. Where are the Board of Finance members for the 4-year term from 2021 to 2000? This is my sister-in-law. This is a true pleasure. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the Office of Board of Finance for the term of December 6th, 2021, extending to December 1st, 2025, to the best of your ability, so help you God? There we have it. All right, now we've got the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 5-year term. You're it. You're up. All right. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the Office of Zoning Board of Appeals for the term of December 6th, 2021, extending to December 7th, 2026, to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
I would now like to invite the Honorable T.R. Rowe to administer the oath of office to the Board of Assessment Appeals and the Planning and Zoning Commissioners.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much, Dave. Probably the reason most of us are here tonight is for this next swearing in of the Board of Assessment Appeals. So if Jeff Craw would please stand up. Jeff, would you kindly raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the Office of Board of Assessment Appeals for the term of December 6, 2021, extending to December 6, 2027, to the best of your ability, so help you God? I do. Congratulations. And would members being sworn into the Planning and Zoning kindly rise? Or member? Deacon, raise your right hand kindly. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull for as long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the office of Planning and Zoning for the term of December 6, 2021, extending to December 7, 2026, to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And now, former First Selectman Raymond Baldwin will administer the oath of office to the constables.
I'm not going to apologize because my best side is my back. So, Constable, over there. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties of the office of constable for the term of December 6, 2021, extending to December 4, 2023, to the best of your ability, so help you God, or upon penalty of perjury? Congratulations.
Mary Markham, will you please come forward to affirm your oath as town clerk by Thomas McCarthy?
Mary Markham, do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the office of Town Clerk for the term of December 6, 2021, extending to December 4, 2023, to the best of your ability, so help you God? Yes. Awesome.
And Anthony Musto, will you please step forward to affirm your oath as town treasurer by Bruce Elstein?
Thank you. Anthony Musto, do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the office of treasurer for the term of December 6, 2021, extending to December 4, 2023, to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you. At this time, the Trumbull High School Chamber Singers will perform God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home.
That is gorgeous. Thank you so much to the chamber singers for giving us their time, but more importantly, their talents this evening. First Selectman Vicky Tesoro, will you come forward to affirm your oath of office by that guy, Tom Tesoro?
Never mind. Who needs a stinking microphone anyway? These are my children, at least I think they are. And my son-in-law, Anthony, the tall one. Are you ready? Sure. Okay, we did this a long time ago. At the end, you say, I do. Do you promise to obey your... No, it's wrong. Okay. Are you ready? Raise your right hand. There you go. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Charter of the Town of Trumbull, so long as you remain a citizen thereof, that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the office of First Selectman for the term of December 6th, 2021, extending to December 4th, 2023, to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations.
Okay, housekeeping taken care of. I'm just going to turn my back on you for 1 second because I just want to say congratulations to everyone. My honor to serve with you for the next 2 years. And for some of you, you will go on a little further than that. So, thank you all for coming tonight. I'm honored and humbled by the warmth of your greeting for all our newly elected officials. Let me begin by thanking all who helped to put this event together this evening. Like most successful events, it's a team effort. Thanks especially to Kathy McGannon, Cindy Katsky, and Alicia Altabelli, who as always went above and beyond to make this a successful event. And I'm going to repeat some of the things that Dave Galla said a little while ago because they're just worth repeating. So I want to thank the police, EMS, and the fire department's color guard for their participation this evening. Thank you. Thanks to the Trumbull High School Marching Band and the Trumbull High School Chamber Singers for their contributions tonight. Their talents shine, and we are thankful for them joining us this evening. I also want to thank State Senator Marilyn Moore, our state representatives Laura Devlin and Ben McGorty, and probate judge T.R. Rowe for being here this evening. I want to thank our host, Dave Galla. Thank you for being the MC this evening, and thank you most of all for all you and your family do for this community. The last time I took this stage in December of 2019, no one could have predicted that within a matter of months, we would be facing a worldwide pandemic whose impacts are still being felt today. Faced with a situation that was unprecedented, I am proud to say that our community rallied, and I'm confident we will emerge stronger than ever. There were many who stood tall in the face of this crisis. Let me thank a few of them tonight. I want to take this opportunity to thank our first responders, including our health professionals, police, EMS, and fire, all who continue to make daily sacrifices to keep our community safe. Chief Lombardo, all of you, would you please just stand? I really would like you to be recognized again. I also want to thank our health department as they provided and continue to provide life-saving services to our community. I want to thank our teachers and staff for their dedication, patience, and their commitment to our children. I also want to thank our town employees. In March of last year, when the world changed in an instant, we seamlessly continued to deliver town services to our residents and businesses, and we have continued to do so through all of the challenges during this last year. We've had many heroes in our community. People who checked on elderly neighbors, brought the needy food, cut their lawns, and quietly assisted in so many ways. Finally, I want to thank my family for always being there for me. My daughters, Laura and Melissa, and my very tall son-in-law, Anthony. And of course, my husband, Tom, whose sense of humor always makes me smile. Well, almost always. They are my greatest supporters, and I thank you for your endless love and encouragement. I wanted to recognize and thank everyone who stood for election this November. It is not an easy thing, but it is necessary if we are to make this wonderful community even better. To those of you who won, especially those who are being sworn in for the first time, you have been given a great honor and a great responsibility. To those who fell short, please know your willingness to step forward is a tribute to your character and to your commitment to our community. Elections are difficult. They are, by their very nature, divisive. You worked hard and you sacrificed your time. This battle of ideas is precisely what is needed in our society. So whether you won or fell short, your participation in the ongoing American adventure should be a great source of pride for you, your family, and your friends. Our community owes you a debt of gratitude. Some of the first selectmen who preceded me are here this evening. Every one of my predecessors, both those here tonight and those unable to come, made a lasting mark on this community. It is through their efforts that Trumbull is a very special town. I once again pledge to do my very best to honor their legacy. The excitement of the election is over, but what comes next is far more important. We must put aside any lingering hard feelings and remember we are all neighbors with a common purpose, that is the continuing prosperity of our community. We will succeed as a community if we work together with an attitude of respect and compromise. Too often in our zeal, we lose sight of our common goals and aspirations. I am certain in our small town that there are far more things that bring us together than divide us. I said in 2017 and in 2019, and I will say it again tonight, we should be guided by the words of President John F. Kennedy when he said, and I quote, "Let us not seek out the Republican answer or the Democratic answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix blame for the past. Let us accept our responsibility for the future." Wonderful words, but they are just words unless accompanied by concrete action. I hope that here in Trumbull we can show everyone that the best way is to find that common ground. When we disagree, we do so truthfully and with respect. I am proud of what we achieved over the past 4 years. We proved we can balance the needs of our community with civility and compassion. We proved we can create an economic climate attractive to business. We proved that in the midst of a worldwide pandemic, we could keep government running, provide essential services, and keep our community safe and informed. We showed that we are a welcoming community for all. On a practical level, in 2019, I called for our elected officials to provide greater balance and to see that all points of views were represented by returning to 7 voting districts. We delivered on that promise, and it worked. We promised to fund education, and we did. In our 4 years, we have provided an additional $12 million to our school system. I called for the opening of the charter to, among other things, take politics out of the Board of Education by going to a balanced board where no party holds a majority. We delivered on that promise. To the elected members of the Board of Education, it is up to you to make this work. It will require transparency, patience, and compromise. I am confident you're up to the task, and if that proves to be so, our wonderful education system will grow even stronger. We promised to keep taxes stable, and we did. We must continue to do so. Thanks to the efforts of Rena Bacalar and her team, Trumbull, as recently stated in the Connecticut Post, is booming. Businesses and new residents who have a plethora of choices are choosing Trumbull. We will continue to provide an atmosphere that attracts new businesses, retains our current businesses, and draws new residents to our community. And there was so much more. So, what is to come? We will begin to work again on a new senior center and aquatic center and bring that work to a quick conclusion. It will be our citizens who will make the final decision about these projects. We will continue working on the Veterans and First Responders Center. We will work together to discuss and determine the best use of the American Rescue Plan funds. We will continue to invest in education and focus on the town's infrastructure, improve our parks, pave our roads, enhance the walkability of the town, continue to focus on economic development, and continue to invest in the equipment and training our police and the EMS team need to deliver essential services to our community. We will do all this while keeping our taxes low. We did it, and we will do it again. And there will be more. Inclusion and diversity will be part of our focus. We will work collaboratively with elected officials and residents to make sure these important issues are included in what we do. My vision for Trumbull is a simple one: a safe community, welcoming to all, affordable to all, with excellent schools, ample recreational opportunities, and quality comprehensive services delivered in a fiscally conservative manner. We will face challenges ahead, both known and unknown. We are not out of the woods yet with the pandemic. Who knows what Mother Nature will throw our way? However, we have demonstrated that we are equal to any challenge. I am encouraged by the knowledge that we demonstrated the strength and resilience to meet any challenge. I am confident that the elected officials on this stage are ready because they, like me, share the opinion that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities. So tonight, we celebrate. The hard work has already begun, and let's commit to making our beautiful community even better. Hard work, compromise, and commitment to a common goal leads to success. We can do it, and we will. I want to wish everyone happy holidays and a happy and, most importantly, healthy new year. Thank you very much.
I'd now like to invite Deacon Tim Bolton back up to the podium to give the benediction.
I invite you to pause for a moment. Whether you pray, reflect. If you don't pray, just look at the people in front of you and be grateful that people come forward and serve today. So with all our intentions on our heart, we pause. Loving God, we pause and faithfully reflect on one of the fruits of our democracy, the election process, where the voice of the community is heard. We ask your blessings on these newly elected public officials, your beloved sons and daughters who have been called to serve your sacred people. May their privileged positions always be grounded in the humility of servant leadership for the betterment of this community. May they always demonstrate servant leadership that is rooted in honest discourse, modeled in sincere relationships, where people know their views are listened to, respected, and heard. In a special way, we ask your blessings on your beloved daughter, Vicky Tesoro. Grant her the grace to continue to walk with compassion for others, the grace to see the individual dignity of all and treat all with reverence and respect, the grace to lovingly discern a delicate balance between her worthy work to this community and her family, giving of herself just as fully to her husband Tom, her daughters Laura and Melissa, and son-in-law Anthony. And may Trumbull's elected officials' efforts inspire us all to do our part as well, so that as we leave here this evening, we be inspired to leave with the will and courage to move beyond ourselves and leave our individual marks on this community for the betterment of all. For we know that all things work together for good to them that love and serve the Lord. And we pray this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you all very much. So Trumbull continues to be an outstanding town to raise a family, retire, or run a business. The spirit of community has thrived over the past 4 years. The climate of volunteerism and enthusiasm for town seems to be at an all-time high, with continued traditions like Trumbull Day and the Arts Festival, just to name a few. It's up to all of us to make this town a great place. Again, thank you to Trumbull High School and the school staff, and a special thank you to the Golden Eagle Marching Band, Trumbull High School, chamber singers, most notably our first responders, elected officials, and most importantly, thanks to all of you for being a part of this wonderful community. This swearing-in ceremony will be available on YouTube. I was told this is going to take a minute. The YouTube channel named TCTV Trumbull, starting Thursday, December 9th. And it will also be available on Trumbull Community Television website. Congratulations to all of our newly installed officials. We all look forward to what the next 2 years will bring. Before we leave, I need to remind the town council that they have a job to do. They have to stay for their first organizational meeting, so they can't go anywhere, but everybody else can. So again, thank you all for being here tonight. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. Please stay safe. Thank you all.